Hello everybody and welcome to this new video on Freecad, and in this video we are going to see how to work with the boolean operations when we are going to work with the part workbench. So for this, if you like this video, you can subscribe to these YouTube channels. In the first link on the description, the complete course Freecad is available. If you want to learn Freecad starting from scratch with the course structure, it will be on the first link on the description. You will see the models, the session of the course, what you will be able to learn in this training course. In the second link on the description, this is a website in link with this YouTube channel. You can discover software in these YouTube channels, have basics of this software, and secondly on the description it is like an online school. You can pick a course and learn any graphic software. So let's start with a boolean operation. So first you can select the right workbench, and here we are going to work with the part workbench. We have access to the boolean operation here. First, before I will create two shapes. So I will create a cube just like this. This cube, I will change the size. I will click on the cube, and to change the size, I will go in the data properties and I will adjust the value. So on this area, what I will tap? I will tap, for example, 100 millimeters. On this area, I will tap 100 millimeters, and this one maybe 20 millimeters. And I would like to center my cube. Because I have 100 and 100, I can go in the placement. And because I have 100, I need to divide by 2, so I will obtain 50, and to enter a negative value. So I can tap minus 50, and here I can tap minus 50 as well. You are going to understand why. So after to do this type of work, I will create a cylinder. So I will click on the cylinder tool, just like this. The cylinder appears on this area. And now I can click on the cylinder, go on the options, I can change the height. So for example, I can put 60 millimeters, but I will increase a little bit more. I will put something like 80 millimeters, and I will change the radius as well. And for the radius, I will tap something like 20. I will also change the position, just like that. I will take the front view, and I will move on the z-axis, and on the z-axis I will work like minus 20, for example, just like that. So now let's see the boolean operation. You can use this, or you can create a selection and use this as well. So first type of boolean operation, I can click on the cube, control, click on the cylinder, and I can go here and activate union. When you click on union, you will create one entity, so it means I can click on this one, and if, for example, I go right-click transform, I can move all my entity. As you can see, I can also create some rotation, just like that. I'm going to come back here. So first boolean operation, you create a fusion. Inside, you can see the cube, and you can see the cylinder. If you delete the fusion, for example, you press delete on the keyboard, you can recuperate your original cube and your original cylinder. So it's perfectly non-destructive. If I select the cube and the cylinder, the second boolean operation will be cut. If you want to remove the cylinder from the cube, you need to select the cube first and the cylinder after, or it's not going to work properly. So I will click on cut, and I will create this type of things. If, for example, you edit a shape inside, I click on the cylinder inside, I want to edit the radius, and I define 10, for example. It's going to be adjusted on my boolean operation. If I want 30, it is going to be adjusted on my boolean operation as well, as you can see. I'm going to click on the cut and press delete on the keyboard. The last boolean operation, I will click on the cube, click on the cylinder, and the last boolean operation is intersection, so we'll have the part at the intersection of the two objects or the two shapes, if you prefer, just like this. Now I will click on command and press delete. You can repeat this process using this one. If you use boolean, you don't need to create a selection first. You can click here, you enter these panels, and you can do the same type of thing. For example, I can define the first shape, the cube, the second shape, the cylinder, and define something like a union. I can click on apply, and now I have a fusion created just like this. So you can repeat this process as well. If I just come back, for example, I will select the cylinder and I will increase the height. I will increase the height to 120 and I will change the position of the cylinder, and I will change the position on this area to -40, just like this. And I will create another cube, bigger. So I will create another cube. This cube, I will increase the size. I will click on the cube and I will define 160 and length and 160 wide. And here I will take 20. And I want to center this cube. So I will go on this option. But something that you can do also is to click on the cube and you can go right click transforms and you can have access to these panels, to this element, and you define the translation increment. If, for example, I use 20, it means that I can move every 20 millimeter, and I can also center my cube like this. I can also select the front view, and in this case, yes, select the front view, and I will move a little bit just here. And as you can see, I will move, for example, here. So it is a convenient way to dragging and moving the different elements. Now you can apply multiple Boolean operation as well. For example, I can select my options here, and I can define the first cube, then the second cube, and I can just create a union, apply, close, and I have now a fusion with the two cube. So inside the two cube, the fusion, I have the two cube. And now I will create a cylinder. I will remove the cylinder from the fusion. So this is why you can also use this tool for a simple reason that you can use already a compound element, like for example the fusions, and I can remove the cylinder for this compound element. And I select the fusion, we take the cylinder, switch for difference here. I will click on apply, I will click on close, and as you can see, the hole will appear on this area. And inside the cut, you can see the fusion, and inside the fusion, the cube as well, just like this. So this is how you can start with a Boolean operation and how you can work with this Boolean operation in the part workbench. The part workbench, at the beginning, you have the feeling that it's not very interesting, but you can find different features, like you can work with surfaces, you can use projection of surface, you can create some offset. You have also these different type of tools to create shapes, but more advanced shapes. You have also this tool split object, very interesting, and join object is very interesting as well. We're going to stop here for this video. If you like, subscribe to this YouTube channel. First link on the description. The complete course Freecad is available. If you want to learn this software starting from scratch with the course structure, it will be on the first link on the description. You will see the models, the session of the course, what you will be able to learn. It is a complete course, a reference course to perfectly master Freecad, different workbenches, and create various types of 3D models. In the second link on the description, this is a website in link with this YouTube channel. You can discover software, and these YouTube channels have basics of this software. And second link on the description, it is like online school, so it means you can pick a course and learn any graphic software. For next video, see you. Ciao, ciao.